Namaskaram Sadhguru. As we all know that early centuries, our India is in Vishwaguru position. So you are roaming all around the world. So I would like to know what is the position of our country in the world.
What is that? Oh, wait. What is that Vishwaguru position? Who the hell is listening to you? Who the hell has been listening to you to call yourself a guru in the world?
Okay.
Hello? You think the world is listening to India?
Yeah, before that, many we have listened about it, that Vishwaguru is our India. So I would like to know what is the position of our country in the world.
Okay. So, we must… yes, in the past, people have respected this nation for the wisdom and knowledge that this land exuded. As I said earlier, that is mainly because we were protected by two geographical features of the day. One is the Himalayas, another is the Indian Ocean. It is because of this we called ourselves Hindus. Himalaya and Indusagara, between that, the land that lies is Hindu land or Hindustan, because we got protected by this. Everywhere else, across Europe, Central Asia, warlords were fighting constantly, raping, looting, burning each other's habitations. But we were in a peaceful place because they couldn't cross Himalayas, nor did they have the means to cross the Indian Ocean and get here. Once they managed to cross Himalayas, after that you know what happened in the last 1,000 years, all right? So, because of that kind of protected geography, we invested in science, mathematics, music, spiritual process in a very big way. But at the same time, we did not produce fighting men. For that we paid the price. Now we have realized that and doing whatever we are doing, it's fine. So, yes, it is true at one time anything spiritual, anything profound means look towards India was a natural process. But I don't think we have that right now. We must gain it once again because we still have the possibility, we still have the fundamentals for that. We have the fundamentals, but we have to build on it. But there is a problem of, as I said, all sorts of people going and setting up spiritual centers in the West and doing some silly things and getting ridiculous amount of bad press out there. And what I have seen is, now it is different wherever I go, every door is open in the world. But in the last 30 years, every door was closed. A university, a conference, important events in the world, everything was closed for an Indian guru because people who went ahead of me had made sure that everything is sealed. Really, you had to really work hard and prove your worth, otherwise nobody would open a door for you. Today, everybody wants us, that's different, but unfortunately this has happened. A guru is a four-letter word, it's a bad word. What, you're a guru? They say, oh Sadhguru, you don't look like a guru. You don't talk like a guru. How is a guru supposed to talk? Oh, they're supposed to say some inane stupid things that nobody understands. Yes, really, openly, some top influencers in United States telling me this. A guru is supposed to say some inane, miserable things that nobody understands and nobody cares. Only in his community, people who don't know how to read that book, when he reads the book, they're listening to him. So unfortunately this has happened, but in many ways, we are once again putting India back on the spiritual map of the world in a big way. The reach across Africa, South America, North America, Europe, Central Asia is like almost 100%. I must tell you this incident. I was in Côte d'Ivoire, or it's called as Ivory Coast. I was in Abidjan, which is the capital, I was there for the COP15. My Saudi Arabian visa was not cleared. So, because I had time there, I went to the agency which was issuing this visa, but they wanted my fingerprints, so I had to go there. So this was in some inside locality, not a proper embassy. So I went there and I was coming out, somebody else was driving the car. I was sitting in the front seat. It was around 11:30, 12 in the morning, noon time. One guy was sitting there on the street side, on the floor. This is the kind of guy who is drunk by 11 o'clock in the morning. Or like that whistling boy, he's either smoked up or drunk, that kind of guy, sitting there on the floor, on the street, on the sidewalk. He looks at me and says, "Seriously, Sadhguru?" I thought, this is it. So, we are once again touching the world. We won't disappoint you. I want you to know, the Save Soil movement is under the banner of Conscious Planet, because without conscious human beings, you can't save nothing, nothing. So, it is about creating conscious planet, means individual human beings have to become conscious. There is no such thing as making the planet conscious. You and me have to become conscious, that's the whole thing. So, this work is going on. In 2020, I don't know what is the numbers for 2021, it's definitely higher. In 2020, our video views touched 2.4 billion. And I am not a beautiful superstar like you. Just like that, talking little sense, because there is that much thirst in the world. There is that much longing in human beings wanting to know something. When that longing is there, we should not disappoint them. And above all, this is the first time in the history of humanity that we can sit here and talk to the entire world. Many great beings have come. When they spoke, hardly 10 people could hear them. This is the first time we can sit here and talk to the entire world. When we have tools and technologies and possibilities like this, if we do not transform the world, it shows that we don't care enough.